welcome to another lesson with your Professor RJ of How Not to Suck at Civ 5 Brave New World. On our last lesson, we covered the basics about religion, and we also touched upon golden ages. Now we're going to continue kind of working on those topics. Certainly religion is going to be a kind of a background topic, something we're always going to be kind of working on and focusing on. But really, we got this golden age, and we got to make the best of it. Maybe building a cellar wasn't the best choice, but we have a lot of gold. We dropped down a workboat. Let's see what happens next turn. Hopefully that boat doesn't do anything crazy. It might do something crazy. I'm really watching this boat right there. That's it did make a move. Well, they shot me with an arrow. Not really worried about those guys. I will toast them, and they will regret the day they ever challenged the mighty nation of Maya, or Shansuxia and Alisuxia. I had accidentally done something that was a really good idea. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but it ended up being a really good idea. Was that I had a spearman here right when I was going to have a settler. I want my settler to move there, and he's going to move on that path. I'm also, though, going to have a spearman kind of escort him that way. We have a scout here. I could have sworn there was another unit out here. Maybe not. I'm going to kind of keep an eye out, because I don't know what to think. There are enemy elements in the mix. I kind of want a military unit of some sort over there, so I'm going to have him path there, and this guy is going to take a couple pot shots right here at this guy. So far so good with that. We have to play it safe and just drop him off. Even with that reduced strength of that vessel right there, I'd still worry about how much damage he'd do to my spearmen. We're no longer friends with Cape Town. It's a bummer. I think this might be a good time just to take a quick look at diplomacy. Want to talk to these guys, see if there's anything we can trade. No. And I forgot the diplomacy overview screen. Some of these guys will develop stuff and might have extra resources laying around. Something I saw pop up for and forgot to even mention is resource demanded. We got silver and wine. When a city's big enough, they're going to ask for a specific resource. If you get it, they'll have a growth bonus, which of course is always nice. So if I look here, well, Hiawatha has silver and no one has wine, which is weird. Usually it's something that you're capable of getting. So actually, if I look here, someone might have wine. Zurich does, and Jerusalem. So if I could find my way to become friends with either one of those, that would fulfill that quest, as it were. I'd like to take a look at Hiawatha, though. He has silver. What would you want for this? That's what you ask. That's a lot of gold. That's way more than it would be worth for 25 turns. That's a lot of gold, guys. That's not something you would do. You can maybe do like something like you can try maybe 8. No, he's not budging on this. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Anyone else have anything we're interested in? Not terribly. It would be nice to get a different resource with someone I haven't traded with. Catherine has dies, but most AI Civs will not trade for something they only have one of to trade with. What would you want for this? That's a much more reasonable offer for gold. If I could do like, hey, we'll make this deal work, and then she's gonna say something like that. If you really want to min-max and be an asshole, you could like go down the line, and then. But I think they have improved the AI to kind of say what their best offer is. So, but that's okay. We have plans, guys. We have plans. You should always have a plan when you play this game. My plan is to never ever build another wonder I'm going to lose out on. Hey, there's the Oracle. It's a new one that we just unlocked recently. Cool thing about that, free social policy. Especially if you're going cultural, that's a great one to get. It gives you a decent amount of culture too. That isn't bad, but we also have temples opened up, which we definitely want to do something with, because temples are so they'll give us faith. They do cost money, but we're doing okay with money, and our happiness could be better. But knowing that we want to get some missionaries out ASAP, temple would be the way to go. So we do want to focus on that religion aspect of our game. Alright, we got the workboat, and at long last, all of my possible fishing boat areas are filled, which is just fantastic. I have to make sure we're not stuck on production focus, just because it might actually end up hurting us if things about our tiles change. Alright, so we did check with our diplomacy. I did want to see, someone did have wine, I believe. Zurich. They have an ally, and we'd have to get 73 to surpass them, so that's probably not going to happen. We have Jerusalem here. They have no ally, and they want to get rid of that Barbarian encampment. As I've said, though, I mean, it would take me roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns just to get there, and I'd also have to mobilize a separate set of units, so it's not something we're going to be doing. I can maybe hope for some other kind of quests from them, but beyond that, I can't do much. Here we go. So this is something you're going to deal with more in first player. In land, you'll be dealing with people and maybe computers, but these kind of texts will still come up. My disagreement with Catherine has become too much to bear. This is a situation that can be resolved on a battlefield. Will you join me, friend? I'm not in a position to really throw war around. Hiawatha and we've been neutral. If I pledge to help him, I better show up. You also have the option of giving 10 turns to prepare. They also have How Dare You. That's in the case where you want to like back up Catherine or show your allegiance to Catherine. Or you can say sorry with no interest. And to be fair, those 3 nations fighting over their land is 3 nations we don't want to get in their wars. We have a nice little buffer between us, so I'm going to say that. Now, that won't necessarily make them angry at you. Some more aggressive civs it will. Then also proc something interesting, which I'll show you in a second. Enemies near. Oh, of course. Let's see. Of the city, soften them up. And these guys tearing to ribbons. I wonder if that's affecting... That's only affecting that tile. Oh yeah, so if I go diplomacy, let's go talk to Catherine. You can actually go here and discuss. Oh, they got rid of that. Sometimes you could like go here and discuss and say, hey, someone's plotting against you. But we don't have a need to do that. I guess I took that out of the game. That's a bummer. I always love doing that. Some guy would like share intrigue with you, and you'd be like, "Oh, hey, guess what's happening?" And they'd be like, "Oh my God, no!" Yeah, we gotta kind of regroup here. These guys have been gone for too long. They've been gone for centuries almost. Look, it's almost Jesus' birthday. Actually, it was Jesus' birthday. We missed it. Oh man. Don't think it would hurt to have a look. Ooh, see, now that's why you want to take a look with a scout. Maybe 1 move at a time next, but he's gonna get shot. I don't think he'll die. He can run away, but we got a boat there to keep in mind. All right, so we know, of course. We found a new wonder. Awesome. Jerusalem's here. I'm probably gonna piss them off just a little bit by being in their territorial waters. We remember we weren't the first people to discover them. That means there's probably a civ over here, and I really want to find that civ. It's worth pissing off a civ for like a turn. I'll have him go there for the deer camp. Looks like we're good for this turn. So, you know, we're developing our civ in kind of like a more of a faith-based one. We've already made a couple decisions about peace, but we, you know, aren't afraid to kill barbarians. Yeah. hope he lives. Come on, live. You're alive, right? Yeah. He's done it. See, like I had mentioned before, that Barbarian had to use all his movement to get over the river. So now all I do have to do is just pick him off. Alright. So trespassing, they didn't like the fact that I'm there. Even though, I mean, you can actually attack these cities, and it's bad for them. Haile Selassie. That's pretty cool. Let's like trade, see what he's got going on. Wow, you are dirt poor and you got nothing. Okay. Oh, hey, you know, I should have actually said, hey, let's do some embassies. There we go. Haile Selassie is all the way over there. Oh my goodness, they were the one who chose a religion. Wow, that's very interesting. It's not a normal thing. That's not a normal thing to see. All right. British are settler. You should really be moving there. Our scouts may die, or not. It's okay. They fought valiantly in all their wars, and they will be remembered quite well in the histories of the Mayan annals. Stop that. So we know he's over there. Probably exploring north. Might net me one more guy. I'll take a look anyway. Because I'm probably not going to get over that way for a while. You are building a camp? Okay, that looks all pretty good. We're going to have a temple next turn. You'll see that faith per turn number jump, which is going to be awesome. Haile Selassie is also a faith-based civ. They also, like I do, like the Mayans do, they get a building that outputs faith early in the early game. So that's one of the reasons why they got a religion even before we did. The way they do policies now are such that I'll show you here. This is a little bit getting used to. Originally, these three right here were the only ones you could do right off the bat, but now pieties you can do it right off the bat. So Haile Selassie might have done that to get extra faith from certain buildings, and that would have really helped him get that religion right off the bat. Piety, by the way, is pretty much shit tier as far as cultural policies are concerned, so I really wouldn't bother with it unless you have some sort of super elite reason that I can't understand. Why don't we upgrade this guy while he's in town? Okay. I can move both those compound bowmen down there, and they can just pick off any barbarians that come in. That'd be great. Let's hope this guy can survive. He may make it through this turn. He may not. All right. Things are going good. So tech-wise, I haven't taken a look at tech because I think I might have pathed it right for theology. We want to get theology, guys. These are really good buildings we want. We are taking a hit because we're not doing engineering. Like, we need bridges. Bridges would be nice. Circus might be nice, but getting theology ASAP is the most important thing because we had a specific bonus for that. Alright, so let's get that other bowman on the other side of the river. I want them both picking off guys. I'm actually gonna go a little bit forward with our little bow archers here. Yes, temple is done. Hey, Parthenon, it's a pretty cool one. It isn't one of the better ones. You'll see we start getting these things called guilds, and guilds allow you to make works of art that build something called tourism, which you'll see here. If you think of culture as a war, this would be your offense, and this flat number right here that you get over time is sort of your defense. And so if you really want to work hard on destroying someone else's culture, you need this as an offense. It's not something I want to focus on right now, maybe later game. So Writers Guild isn't the most important thing for me, but they do require great person. They call it GPP, great person points. We have a lot in this area to help us get great people, so something to keep in mind. National Epic, that's a pretty cool one. You get it. There's going to be a number of buildings that are available to you when you have one of the more basic buildings in all your cities. Because of tradition, we all have the little, what do we call them here? Actually, let's take a look. Just yes, so we all get the monument for free, and the monument is something that when you have monuments in all your cities, you can do a national epic. Now, if I let's say, I think there's one for barracks too. If I had a barrack in this city, in Shansuxia and Alsuxia, but not in the new city I've yet to found, I wouldn't be able to do the associated one for that. You need to have it in all of your cities first before you can build these. They're called national wonders because every nation can build them. They're nice, so they're not something you want to ignore. So I just thought I'd kind of point that out to you. Probably going to want to churn out a worker to help out with the new city. Probably not the most min-maxy thing to do, but not everything I do is min-maxy. This guy did survive the turn. Praise be to Allah. Look at that. This guy's awesome. He's getting closer. Again, I want to settle there. That's my joint. That's the one. Those guys are chilling there. Everyone is going to be settling down so they can heal up within our own borders. We can heal up and maybe go after this camp. Maybe go on a campaign to up there. I have enough military amassed here. I mean, I got nothing to lose now I think about it. Taking a little trip up here. Seeing what I can see. Alright. Yeah, it's not so bad up there. Ooh, someone else founded a religion. I'm not sure who it was. Oh, an unknown civilization. So someone they still haven't discovered. Which is interesting, the plot thickens as it were. Alright. Alright, they made the library, and wow, we're doing great on a lot of stuff here. See, I can still build a lot of these things, and also your secondary, your satellite cities, these national wonders are sometimes a good idea to work on as well. National College is one that I'm probably going to want to work on after I get done this worker here. Actually, geez, we got... yeah, okay, sorry. So, but like I said before, we really want to focus on getting that faith up, because that's something we want to focus on. Amphitheaters are good too for getting that culture out, and the older versions of the game, this was your only way to get like a nice flat culture. And some of these buildings unlock other buildings, so like walls unlock castles, I think. Barracks later unlock like armories, and you need them in sort of a tree. Lighthouse wouldn't be terrible, but we do know my focus right now is on the temple. Alright, so I'm going to have him heal up there. That guy is almost to the spot we want him in. Alright, so he has finished the lumber mill. I'll have him go there and build a lumber mill. This guy is just going to be camping out. Also, to upgrade units, they just have to be within your territorial borders. They don't have to be on your city. I don't know if I didn't make that clear before, but that is the case. Let's get him there this turn, just so I get the gold bonus for the garrison. And I will move him up there, see what we can... there we go. He's probably going to get attacked this turn, but yeah, I can have him fall back. They're not complete weaklings either. Ooh, Cahokia. Just taking them on. Good for you guys. Cahokia and, you know, we're pretty tight. So you will get those notifications when other civs have built other wonders in different lands, which is nice. You know, kind of tech-wise where people are, what they're focusing on. Sometimes you'll find really old wonders built way late in the game, which is kind of funny. All right, so we finished the worker. Huh. I don't think any of these. I'm gonna just go for the lighthouse just to get that out of the way and get that food bonus. I'm just gonna delay my confusion till next turn. Here's our new worker. I'm gonna have him moving out that way so we can work on this city. And I kind of feel like another boat might do our city well. Yeah, I'd like to get another boat. Just because I'm planning on sending some guys up here after all. And that might be a better plan. Let's, no, they have to stay there, don't they? Well, let's see what we can get with our money. Alright. I think the best thing to do would just be to buy another worker and have this one start building the road up there. I really want to get these gems right off the bat, so I'm probably, as far as how many workers are good, it's a bit more of a, oh hey, Ormus, look at them, they give us gold. Just no one bothered to discover them. Hey guys, it's okay. I still love you. They're probably getting attacked by that same. Ooh, we can get two at once. Yeah, it's definitely worth it now. Have them, this guy move there. Alright, guys. We got, of course, rename our city. Who else sucks at this game? We'll just go Evan sucks here. I think I will just end this. End this lesson here. But I do want to talk about something. Well, we will finish a turn. Kind of automate some of this stuff in my brain. Something to think about though. When you're kind of deciding how many cities you want in your civ, there's sort of an agreed upon like sweet spot, which is between 3 and 5. Depends on the size of the map. And also what kind of civ you're working with specifically. Haile Selassie, for instance, gets bonuses for having less cities. So does India with Gandhi. There's a diminishing returns when you build too many. And I'm really feeling like this little tritium of cities is going to be like the sweet spot for us. So when you go about your games, keep in mind that where you put your cities, you have to kind of mix sort of a prioritizing luxuries. That's very important. Resource icons are very important. Territory is also important. So like getting a city here is going to be good to help me like have this little isthmus between this continent and that continent. Also, I'll have something that could trade on this coast. So you'll see there's a lot of different decisions you need to make. So always keep that in mind. And later in the game, you know, you can't, it's really sucked to just uproot a city. I think you can do that. Can you do that? No, I can't. I think in earlier versions you might have been able to. You can with conquered cities, but I don't think we're going to be facing a lot of war. Yeah, so those are things to keep in mind as you kind of learn more and play more of this game. I'm just seeing if anyone had anything to. Ooh, Pocatello has 2 copper. Hey, buddy. Copper, eh? What would you want for this? I don't know. I'm not giving the truffles. Come on. Let's talk. 7 and iron. I'm not even using my iron, but don't tell him that. Now the reason he's more willing to give this up, by the way, is because he has 2. How about we do 6? How about we do? Yeah, let's do 5. Alright, can we do 6? See, this is me min-maxing. Okay, how about 7? Sweet. So we just boosted our happiness a little bit. We need that extra happiness because of our situation with the new city. So that will help and then buffer some of that. Anyway, yeah, guys. Next lesson, we're gonna start working on this third city. We're gonna start working on doing things to appease all these city-states because we're gonna need their benefit, their benefaction, if we want to spread our religion. These heathens have no religion, and they need to know. Looks like it was what's his face, fucking Askia. Figures he'd have a religion. Now he's gonna hate me. We have a peaceful, loving religion here. We just want your money. Alright, guys. So, thank you for joining me for this lesson. I hope you learned something. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like learning about this, and let me know what you think about the lessons. As always, guys, game hard and game well.